Hey, it's Rich. I'm not quite dead, but I was twice, and it was covered up. That's bad enough, but then they kicked in the boot. This is my story, and I'm asking for your help. Thank you. Hey, everybody! Welcome to my world. I live in poverty, and there's a death wish on me. I'm a multimillionaire, but I live in poverty. I'm dead man walking. In other words, I'm the victim of a conspiracy. Very briefly, I'm asking for your support. This is what I have been framed by the government, and there is an agenda out to lock me up as an award of the state before I get my very tens of millions of dollars in compensation from finance.gov.au, who are investigating all the systemic agencies that have fucked me over. And that's a lot. So, very briefly, I am on a disability... I'll tell you a quick story. So, I was suicidal. The doctor gave me the pills to do it. I overdosed. I made a complaint, blah, blah, blah. So, there was an issue, right? And I was framed. I did a book, and then I was set up to fail, and the government aided and abetted my death so that people in money, power, and privilege wouldn't have their reputations ruined. Now, mine's ruined, so I'm not worried. But I've lost everything. I've got Crystal here. There she is. Oh, hang on. Got to go the other way. There she is. Oh, Crystal. Crystal and me need your help. What we're going to do is we're launching a website, killing.info, because they're going to kill me. Literally. So why that's true is that I'm an NDIS registered provider, and I'm also a participant. The last 50 of my invoices, probably $20,000, have been ultimately rejected. I specifically asked the NDIS Minister, Reynolds, that she is condoning me to no medication, no food, squatting, and with no care. This is abhorrent, and she should act. She sent me an innocuous email back saying blah, blah, blah. Didn't do anything. Now, I've also got a letter from the Attorney General. I've been cooked by at least 6 statutory agencies under her Attorney General portfolio, and I've lost millions upon millions. It's an absolute nightmare. I've been set up to fail the whole way. So I emailed her because I had a work cover issue before the AAT, and because I was set up to fail and gaslighted and rejected, ostracised so much, and I'm a public person who's expressed his paranoias, they labelled me as a crazy person, and then they told me I had delusions of persecution, locked me up, and then the psychiatrist there, which knew my former partner, and that he was an ASIO agent, owed me $500,000 still. He was there, and they further desecrated me because my reputation had been ruined because I'd been framed. Anyway, it's a long, colourful story. But anyway, so the Attorney General writes back and she says, I'm sorry to hear about your experience with Comcare. Here's SANE's helpline. I'm like, oh, Jesus. I've already spoken to... I'm like a sane speaker. Like, I'm one of the team, you know. I'm going around in circles. Look, I'll be blunt. I can't go to any statutory authority. Oh, and in that hospital, I actually suicided. So that's below and on this website, on the Facebook thing. But I actually died. I was found accidentally unresponsive with no pulse, no observable pulse, and no blood. So I don't know how long I was fairly dead for. But it's actually really affected my brain. So my memory's not too good. And my thinking processes aren't too good. So, look, it's a heinous... like, I was set up to I was set up to fail with malpractice and stuff. And then I stood up for myself. And then I was victimised for standing up for myself. But, and then, you know, called crazy. Once you're crazy, you can't be crazy. And you can't be crazy if you know you're crazy. But anyway, look, I've done a PhD on unpacking this. I'm a doctor. So I absolutely know what crazy is and what crazy isn't, and I know systemic oppression from the government when I see it, and I've called it out. I'm calling it out now, and the Attorney General gave me an innocuous email back, and I lost a $1.5 million deal from the AAT. Now I have this is through dozens of agencies, and apart from my former partner owing me $500,000 already, which should have avoided this whole thing. Look, I am actually banned from police. I'm banned. Get that. Just let that sink in for a minute. I am banned from contacting police in any format whatsoever. I have contacted IBAC, who investigate the police. I am banned with IBAC. I've contacted the Victorian Inspectorate. I am banned from the Victorian Inspectorate. And now I'm banned from federal police. I've been blocked from their servers. My emails intercepted. And after I was literally killed by a systemic oppression, which could have been called a murder, at Werribee University Hospital last March 2021, I have lived on one singular pension in abject poverty. But to kick me in the head, they put me on job seeker while I was on sick leave already, just to kick me when I was down. They knew I was a suicide survivor. They knew I would have a brain impairment. Until this day, from March 2021, I haven't seen a psychologist. I barely have a doctor or a psychiatrist. Often I don't have basic needs met. I've survived with Mick, with Jimbo, with Matt, with Scott, a few others, and their kindness, and my parents too. And look, it's been a heinous conspiracy to pervert the course of justice, and it's still to this day aiding and abetting my death, hoping I will die before I get justice. Now I have an offer for you. Now I need support. I am absolutely fucking screwed. So I can't report this to anyone. I can't go to an agency. I'm banned from APRA, from Mental Health Complaints Commissioner. Everyone has towed the party line, being paid somewhere by someone to scapegoat, ostracise, neglect, and gaslight me. And look, I literally can't go anywhere. I'm followed. It's a disaster. What is going to happen is I want my justice. I don't want to die, and I'm not going to. And I'm awesome, and I don't need a cat team. Anyway, so what I'm hoping people will do is have some compassion to my situation, in that I really haven't done anything to deserve this. In fact, I spent the best part of 25 years advocating for other people who are more marginalised than myself. And I'd just like to say that if you go to killing.info, or you would like to, even if you donated $100 or whatever, I don't need the multi-millions of dollars that I will get in compensation, which may take up to months or 6 months by the finance department. And I asked the finance department if they could make a small atonement for the moment, but they won't do that. Further, and that's the methodology: delay, defer, deny. I've got nothing. Rent's due in 3 days. I haven't got hardly any food apart from some Wheat Bix Mum and Dad dropped off, and my internet. I don't have enough for internet connection. My phone. I've been threatened that if I go to hospital again by being systemically oppressed, then I will be made an award of the state at Her Majesty's service. So please have some compassion for Rich. He doesn't want to lose his shit. He just needs some support financially, and in return, you get to feel good that you're helping a person who's been unfairly and irrationally framed by a systemic government that has victimised him to such a heinous degree. It has literally made him overdose, and then later killed him, like via murder or manslaughter because I was accidentally found, and then covered it up. So I can't go to police. I can't get an atonement with the hospital. The CEO of the hospital is so conceited that he knows I have no power whatsoever, that I can't go to the police. I'm banned from the Victorian legal bar, and I can't go to the Mental Health Complaints Commissioner, and I can't afford a lawyer, and I live in poverty, they are aiding and abetting my death. That's a serious, serious crime. I'm not going to die, but in the meantime, I need your support, and when I get my millions, which I don't even need or want, but it's needed to get me out of this situation, I will reward not only your money back, but then a few times over, and I will donate to a charity of your choice as well. So please have a look at how my screen just went black. Screensaver and everything went funny. Anyway, please go on click on killing.info. You can help there. It's very much appreciated for a human rights awarded artist, advocate, and author and PhD person. I'm easily prejudiced and exploitable, which they have used to their advantage. And but I'm still fucking amazing, and you better fucking believe it. And if you want some money, flick some my way, and then you'll feel good about helping a guy who's been absolutely fucking cooked and damned to death, and has actually died, and then it was covered up, but they're damning me to death again. I can't even believe this is happening to me. Anyway, so if you can please have some compassion for me. Crystal often goes without food. I go without food. And we need your help. My friends on Facebook, my family, and anyone who... I never assume someone's prosperity or ability to help. But if you can help, help. If you can't help, don't hurt me. Ignoring this message hurts me, because if you stand in the face of injustice, and this is a heinous systemic government tyranny against one singular person, then you're helping them, you know. So please share it. And it's Rich Mclean, Dr. Rich Mclean, or I like to tell the young cubs, you can call me Dr. Dick if you want. Oh, that's so bad. The older I'm getting, the worse the dad jokes getting. Please help me. Go to killing.info, have a look. I'm hanging in there on an up and go and a wing and a prayer. So I'll catch you soon. Thanks for listening. All right, cheers.